Okay. We good? My parents named me after a Shakespeare character, and now I'm a fucking Shakespearean scholar. Talk about nominative determinism.
Interior bar night. We open in a dingy New York City bar, the kind you'd find around the corner from an improv school. Servers shuffle to and fro from booths along the wall, some of them still wearing COVID masks. The stereo blasts inside alt rock. At the bar sits our Ophelia, meticulously straightening the shot glass she just slammed back. She's in her early 30s, bookish yet spunky. Her eyes are weary, but behind the soul fatigue. They burn with the passion of a million suns.
No, listen. Hamlet is hopeful.
Bar guy sits on the stool next to her, preppy. He leans back, crosses his arms.
Doesn't everybody die at the end?
Ophelia is already holding a finger up towards him, raising her eyebrows. She's heard this before.
That's what everybody says.
She slams back a final shot and lines it up neatly alongside its brethren.
And yet throughout the play, from the very beginning, Hamlet says, "Oh, that God had not fixed his canon against self-slaughter," right?
If you say so.
And nowadays, with our secularized society,
Bar guy smiles, he leans in, Ophelia's drunken eyes shine.
modern Shakespearean scholars look at that and go, "Oh, what's a pussy, right? What a pussy, right? Like, oh, he wants to kill himself, but he's using God as an excuse not to.
Okay.
But there's no wrong reason not to kill yourself."
By the way, there was a woman in black at the end of the bar smoking a cigarette. Not allowed to smoke in bars, but it's subtle. We probably don't notice unless it's a rewatch. Ophelia gestures enthusiastically.
And all through it, he keeps saying there are more things in heaven and earth, right, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. In the "What a Piece of Work is Man" speech, he claims to be telling us how horrible mankind is, but he's still profoundly passionate about how great we are, if you read between the lines when he describes it.
Bar guy puts his chin in his hand. Ophelia leans in, conspiratorially about to divulge the secret of the universe.
He may be suicidal, but he's a seeker. He's constantly keeping an eye out for the beauty in the world. He's always looking for reasons to stay alive, because that's what he really wants.
Bar guy leans back and grins.
And do you relate?
Ophelia meets his gaze challengingly.
What do you want, Ophelia Chase? You think about killing yourself a lot?
Ophelia smirks. The woman at the end of the bar takes a drag.
I'm not drunk enough to answer that fucking question.
They share a grin. Interior bedroom day. She wakes up in his bed, rolls her leg over the edge of the bed, and touches her feet to her clothes on the floor. Takes a deep breath, puts her shirt on, looks for her phone, finds it. Her phone displays the date, Friday, November 11th, 22.
Oh, hey, 11:11.
It also displays the time, 2:35 p.m.
Oh, shit.
She puts her pants on in a hurry. Bar guy stirs.
Good morning, beautiful.
Afternoon.
He leans up and props up behind his head on his elbow.
You heading out?
I am.
What's the rush?
I've got rehearsal. I overslept.
Will I see you again?
She shakes an invisible 8-ball, looks down at it, then back up at him.
Outlook not so good.
He laughs. She slides her purse on.
Is that your magic 8-ball?
Ophelia salutes him.
Best of luck on all your future conquests. It's been a pleasure.
She leaves. He reaches out after her.
Let me at least give you my number.
But she's already gone. His reached out hand turns into a fist. He punches softly into the bed in defeat and sighs. Interior auditorium day. Ellix, a soft goth girl. Ellix, sorry. A soft goth girl with flawless makeup sits tapping her pen. She whispers under her breath.
Could you please just not right now?
It's not clear whom she's talking to. Herself? Ophelia bursts in the door through the backstage. She's wearing a COVID mask. A word about Ophelia's mask. They're immaculate. These are not your run-of-the-mill Dwayne Reed blue face cloths. These are K95s with a design on them. They always match her outfit. She wears them properly. The class looks up.
Sorry I'm late.
They sit forward. Ophelia straightens her mask.
All right, Act 3, Scene 1. Let's just run it from the top.
Interior auditorium later.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of...
Stop.
What?
I don't believe you. You don't sound like you're actually questioning whether or not you're going to kill yourself. You sound like you've already made up your mind.
I do I?
She grins to her fellow classmates. They shuffle and cast whimsical glances amongst themselves, divided in their loyalties to their charismatic lead and the singular director. Only a couple of them are wearing masks.
And how has the mind of the Prince of Denmark been made up?
Not Hamlet. You, Ellix Rodriguez.
I'm a method actor.
You're a college student. There's no method to your madness yet.
The classmates feel the burn. Alex's eyes gleam. Ophelia steps towards her.
This is the single most important decision a human being can make. All else comes second. That's word to Camus. This is a brilliant, broken man rationalizing the epic weight of his agony and despair. You sound like a teenage girl drawing skulls and crossbones on the cover of her diary.
Ellix stands defiant.
I have drawn Yorick's skull in my diary, actually. Where'd you get yours when you were my age? Hot Topic or Forever 21?
Ooh.
Look,
I'm just saying, please don't doubt that I take this just as seriously as you. And just because your parents were dorky enough to name you after Ophelia doesn't mean you understand this play better than anyone else.
Ophelia crosses her arms.
I know it better than you. It's my job to.
This shuts her up.
Lie down.
Ellix looks at her like, excuse me? Ophelia takes a step forward and points to the ground directly behind Ellix.
Lie down.
Ellix does so. Ophelia's phone vibrates. She silences it. The classmates exchange nervous glances.
You're asleep.
Ellix closes her eyes.
You wake up. You're dying of thirst. Reach for the water you keep on your bedside mantle.
Ellix does so.
But it's not there. Pipes are busted. It's 3:23 a.m. The Ides of March. Yesterday it was 40 degrees, now it's 70. Look at your phone.
Ellix hesitates.
Check your phone.
Ellix looks down at the imaginary screen.
17 missed calls. Your grandma died while you were asleep. Check your grandpa's Facebook and he's already changed his profile pic to one with his arm around a girl younger than you are. There's a screen and a half of text from your mom asking you to be understanding. You call your dad, but he's dead too. You're so thirsty, but still no water. And just as you're about to type a message back to mom,
Ophelia raises her hands in suspense. The classmates watch in anticipation. Ellix could hear anything right now.
a car alarm goes off outside.
Ellix gets lost in a moment. Ophelia points wordlessly to one of the other students. He points to himself like, me? Ophelia nods and beckons, give it to me. The classmate makes a car alarm sound. Ophelia beckons him further. The sound grows more incessant. 15 blares total. Ellix's eyes glaze over. Ophelia does the orchestral conductor's signal for stop, where you draw the first across the air. Ellix is almost in tears.
I hear him coming. Let's withdraw, my lord.
Ellix rises. Her expression darkens. The classmates lean in.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing...
Harsh cut to interior faculty lounge day. Ophelia walks in through the door of the faculty lounge. She pours herself some coffee. She surreptitiously, never had to say that before. She surreptitiously pulls a flask from her purse and pours a splash of whiskey into her coffee. Puts the flask away, pulls down her mask and takes a sip. Her phone vibrates again. This time she picks up.
Hello?
Hello, is this Ophelia Chase? We've been trying to reach you about your brother Valentine. He had you listed as his emergency contact.
Yes, what is it?
Ma'am, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but your brother, he's...
Exterior graveyard day. Several mourners are gathered around the grave. A priest stands on the other side of it. A picture of Valentine stands out amidst the flowers. Ophelia fights back tears.
The deceased sister, Ophelia, would like to say a few words.
Ophelia walks up to the little podium. She looks down at some note cards. She puts the note cards away in frustration.
I just loved him so much, you know? It was just me and him. It was just me and him. Now it's just me.
A ways away, the smoking woman in black who was at the end of the bar watches, leaning against the tree. She takes a drag. Interior train, evening. Still wearing black, Ophelia stares out the window of the train in her little roomette on her way back to the city. Interior, Ophelia's hallway, evening. Ophelia stands on the ground floor of her apartment building in Inwood. She knocks on the door of her neighbor. Sherry, a yoga mom in her late 50s, opens the door.
Hey, sweetie, how was the funeral?
Oh, you know, it was good. It was a funeral.
Sherry smiles tightly. They stand there awkwardly. Ophelia straightens her mask.
I hope she didn't give you too much trouble.
No, of course not. Murphy's a sweetheart. Let me get your keys.
She disappears, leaving Ophelia waiting. Interior, Ophelia's entryway, evening. Ophelia unlocks the front door and trundles in. She closes the door behind her and faces the void of her one-bedroom apartment with the lights off. She turns on the light, takes her mask off, and puts it in her purse. She stands there. She just stands there. The hardwood floor seems well-worn, and the walls are tastefully decorated. There is a bookshelf with the complete works of William Shakespeare, leftmost on the top shelf. Against the wall of her living room is an impressive vinyl collection, but right now, the relief of finally coming home can only help Ophelia so much. Her cat Murphy comes up and rubs her leg. Ophelia rubs her arms and dissociates. Murphy meows. Ophelia screams. The cat is startled. Ophelia drops her purse unceremoniously on the ground, lies down, and curls up in a fetal position. Murphy rubs her cheeks against Ophelia's face. Ophelia laughs.
Hi, baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I screamed.
Ophelia pets her. Ophelia's gaze shifts to focus on the corpse of a cockroach a few feet away. Ophelia scoffs eyes. She gets up. Murphy meows again. Ophelia picks up the roach with a tissue. Interior, Ophelia's bathroom, evening. Ophelia flushes the roach. She stares at herself in the bathroom mirror.
Did Sherry feed you already?
Interior, Ophelia's kitchen, evening. She opens multiple cans of cat food. She empties them into a big plate and places it down on the kitchen floor. She also pours out a whole bunch of dry food. Ophelia stares into space. She opens the cabinet and pulls out a bottle of liquor and places a glass beside it. Interior, Ophelia's dining room, time lapse. Ophelia downs a glass of whiskey. She types her Facebook status on her phone. I'm sorry I tried so hard. Interior, Ophelia's bathroom, night. Ophelia starts running a bath. She leans down to Murphy, who's following her around.
It's okay, okay? It's okay. Someone will find you.
Interior, Ophelia's kitchen, night. Ophelia opens a drawer and takes out 3 bottles labeled Xanax. She empties the bottles out on the counter. Murphy sits on the kitchen floor, staring up at something. We see Death's reflection in Murphy's eyes. Death, a woman dressed in tight black t-shirt, black skinny jeans, black hoodie, and black Converse high tops, sits smoking a Newport 100 on Ophelia's kitchen counter. She's the woman who was smoking at the end of the bar, who we saw watching the funeral from a distance. She watches Ophelia. Ophelia meticulously counts out her Xanax. Death watches her as she smokes her cigarette. Murphy looks up at Death. Ophelia leaves the kitchen. Death watches Ophelia leave. Interior, Ophelia's bathroom, night. Ophelia turns off the water. Interior, Ophelia's living room, night. Ophelia walks over to her vinyl collection. She takes out One More Night by Linkin Park. She stares at the album cover of Boys Playing on the Beach, backlit by the sun. Death walks up beside her and looks at it too as she takes a drag of her cigarette. Ophelia walks over to her record player and plays One More Light. She takes a deep breath and sways in place to the synth. Death watches her sway.
Should have stayed. Were there signs I ignored?
Ophelia walks as in a trance in the kitchen. Death follows. Interior, Ophelia's kitchen, night.
Can I help you?
Death steps into the kitchen, watching Ophelia closely.
Not to hurt
The pills lie on the counter.
anymore.
Ophelia stares down at the pills.
We saw brilliance when the world was asleep.
She sweeps the pills into her hand.
There are things that we can have,
Puts them in her mouth
but can't keep.
and gulps them down with a glass of whiskey.
If they say, who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of 1,000,000 stars?
There are too many to take all at once. She can continue sweeping them off the counter into her hand and gulping them down. Death walks up and embraces her from behind, wrapping her arms around her waist.
It flickers, flickers.
Death leans in and whispers into her ear.
Who cares when someone's time runs out if a moment is all we are?
It's okay. It's okay. Valentine would be proud of you.
Or quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out?
Ophelia finishes taking the pills. Her eyes glaze over.
Well, I do.
Death kisses her neck.
It's okay. I'm here.
The reminders pull the floor from your feet.
Ophelia stumbles out of the kitchen. Death follows. Interior Ophelia's living room. Night.
In the kitchen, one more chair than you need.
Ophelia steadies herself on the couch and walks to the center of the living room.
Oh, and you're angry, and you should be. It's not fair.
Ophelia takes off all her clothes.
Just 'cause you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't there. If they say.
Death leans up against the wall, lights a cigarette, and watches Ophelia undress. Interior Ophelia's bathroom. Night.
Who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers.
Ophelia walks into the bathroom and opens the cabinet under the sink.
Who cares when someone's time runs out if a moment is all we are?
She takes out a fake rose with a tag around the stem. It reads, "Break in case of emergency."
Or quicker, quicker.
She stares down at the rose in her hand with deadened eyes.
Who cares if one more light goes out?
She walks over to the tub.
Well, I do.
Death walks into the bathroom. As the instrumental break plays, Ophelia tears off the petals of the rose and spreads them on the surface of the water. Death sits on the rim of the tub and watches her.
Who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars?
Ophelia climbs into the tub. Interior Ophelia's living room. Night.
It flickers, flickers.
The record player spins. Interior Ophelia's bathroom. Night.
Who cares when someone's time runs out if a moment is all we are? Or quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out?
Ophelia submerges herself in the water surrounded by rose petals, while Death sits smoking on the rim of the tub.
Well, I do.
Ophelia closes her eyes.
Well, I do.
Death takes a drag of her cigarette and exhales.
Just let go, baby. I've got you.
Death leans over Ophelia's body. Cut to black. Really fast now. Clamorously. Interior Ophelia's bathroom. Morning. A man in a navy blue uniform pulls Ophelia out of the tub. Interior Ophelia's living room. Morning. An EMT wraps Ophelia in a blanket. Exterior street. Morning. The EMT wheels Ophelia out of her apartment building on a stretcher. One straps an oxygen mask onto her face. They wheel her into the back of an ambulance. Interior hospital day. Ophelia lies in a hospital bed hooked up to all sorts of machines. A machine beeps 3 times. Cut to black. The machine beeps twice more. Interior psych ward day. Ophelia sits in a chair, blue hospital mask strapped dutifully over her mouth and nose, staring 1,000 yards ahead. She's distracted by Death, who's sitting unprofessionally in a queer pose, casually smoking a cigarette in a chair across from her, staring at her.
What are you still doing here?
Don't say anything to me in public unless you're willing to make people think you're talking to yourself.
Ophelia glares at her, but doesn't say anything. A tall, young, white dude dressed in the threadbare navy sweatshirt, jeans, and bright yellow, grippy socks walks up and sits right next to Ophelia. Despite there being more appropriate seats to sit in, his mask cradles his chin. He regards her like he almost didn't see her there.
So what are you in for?
Is this a prison?
It is what you make it.
I'd like to make it somewhere where I'm left the fuck alone.
Suit yourself.
He gets up to leave.
Talk to him.
Ophelia casts a glare at Death, but before he's gone, she shouts after him.
I swallowed 332 milligrams of Xanax. The doctors say I'm lucky to be alive.
He turns around and walks back toward her.
So why are you alive?
You mean like theologically?
No, I just mean usually when someone survives an overdose, putting up numbers like that, they got found. Somebody stopped them.
My exterminator.
No shit.
Super gave him the key. He was there to take care of the roaches. He found me ODing in the tub.
That must have been quite the sight.
You'd have to ask him.
It was quite the sight.
He holds out his hand.
Jeff,
She shakes it.
Ophelia.
a pleasure.
Say, all mine, I'm sure.
Ophelia glares unamusedly at Death.
What are you in for?
Jeff casts her a knowing grin and rolls up the sleeves of his sweatshirt. His forearm is covered with thick surgical bandages, reserved only for the most gaping wounds.
Don't tell the doctors I showed you. I'm supposed to keep it covered up.
Your secret is safe with me.
Your secret is safe with me.
Jeff rolls his sleeves back up.
Ophelia drowns in Hamlet.
Ophelia looks at Death. Death shrugs.
Is that why you were in the tub?
Ophelia looks back at him sheepishly.
That might have had something to do with it.
Jeff nods knowingly.
If only I'd thought to make slicing my wrists open a little more metatextual.
Tell him if he weren't such a coward, he would have live streamed it.
What would your parents think?
My mom's dead.
What about your dad?
Let's just say he doesn't know I'm here.
It's Ophelia's turn to nod knowingly.
My brother just killed himself. I guess he was a little bit more determined than we were.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. And our parents have been dead for a while, so I guess they don't know I'm here either.
Jeff raises his eyebrows.
Look at how much you two have in common already.
Would you excuse me for a moment? I have to go brood in my room.
Brood away.
Ophelia gets up to leave. Exude stage right. Death lingers to whisper to Jeff.
If you were really serious about it, you would have cut deeper.
Jeff's face falls. Death follows Ophelia. Interior Ophelia's psych ward room, day. Ophelia walks in the room and rips her mask off. Death is already standing in the middle of the room, smoking her cigarette sassily. Ophelia closes the door behind her.
What the fuck are you doing here?
You know,
Who even are you?
isn't it obvious? I'm Death.
Ophelia is stunned.
Lo, a pale horse, the Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call me. I've been granting every human being their final rest for as long as you mortals have known how to talk.
But why are you here? Why are you haunting me?
Death walks towards her and points her cigarette at her.
You were supposed to come with me last night.
She twirls her cigarette over Ophelia's head like a wand.
And now, I'm here to claim it's mine.
Ophelia recoils. Death cackles, takes a drag, and smiles at her, shaking her head like, "You're so cute."
Sit through as many of these little therapy sessions here as you'd like. I'll have you killing yourself again the second you get home.
Ophelia shakes her head.
I always knew I had an active imagination, but I must say you take it to truly schizophrenic levels.
Trust me, babe. You're not hallucinating shit.
She walks around her.
But believe what you want.
She sits down on the bed, gives Ophelia bedroom eyes, and takes a drag of her cigarette as she exhales.
You'll be mine in the end, whether you want it or not.
Ophelia looks down at her.
Now get you to my lady's chamber and tell her, let her paint an inch thick to this favor she must come.
I'll be laughing at that, believe me.
I'm sure you will, but you can't kill me yourself.
Death takes a drag.
What do you mean?
Like, you can't put my eye out with that cigarette. You can't stab me to death.
No, I must come by your own hand.
Well, then don't hold your fucking breath.
I don't need to breathe.
You know what I mean.
There's a knock on the door. An orderly peeks in without waiting for a response and confirms that Ophelia is still alive.
There's group if you want.
Thanks.
Interior hallway day. The orderly closes the door, leaving Ophelia to Death's secondhand smoke. Interior psych ward group room day. Dr. Lee, a man in his early 40s with a colorful tie and zany socks, betraying a personality beneath his suit. The kind of guy who'd ride a bike to work, leads a group of therapy sessions with Ophelia, Jeff, and a few other forlorn psych ward patients. Dr. Lee and Ophelia have their masks on properly. Jeff and some of the others have chin diapers. Some aren't wearing masks at all. Death leans against the wall across from Ophelia, smoking.
And that's why we keep harping on that positive coping mechanisms can lead you to a life that's more in line with your goals.
Death scoffs.
Yeah, a boring life, maybe. Hasn't this guy ever heard of making memories?
Dr. Lee turns to Ophelia.
Ophelia, you don't look convinced.
Do my eyes betray my skepticism?
I think it's more your body language.
Ophelia glares at him. Death laughs.
Looks like I'm not the only one who can read you like a book.
I just don't think positive coping mechanisms are going to help me in the moment when I'm feeling like I want to die.
Well, what do you usually do when you want to die?
I don't know, just drunk.
How much do you drink?
Ophelia scoffs.
You can tell.
I mean, you know, every day, but...
How much every day?
Ophelia scoffs again, shakes her head.
Everybody gets drunk.
I don't drink that much.
The room turns to look at Jeff. He shrugs.
Scientists recommend less than 2 drinks a day. 1 for women.
Ophelia actually laughs, then awkwardly realizes she's the only one laughing. Death raises her eyebrows and grins at her.
Yeah, well, scientists say a lot of things.
Scientists say a lot of things about COVID.
What, that's not the same.
I notice you and I are the only ones wearing our masks properly, which are supposed to be covering your nose and mouth, everybody, by the way.
Jeff pulls his mask up over his nose with a smirk. Some others do the same, more sheepishly. A guy without a mask at all shifts it in his seat and folds his arms.
I see where you're going with this, but it's bullshit.
How do you feel about anti-vaxxers?
It's not the same thing.
Wouldn't you tell them to trust the science?
No, because the science you are talking about is rooted in prohibition-era bullshit that kills people.
I understand your blood alcohol level was quite high when they found you.
3 of 7, in fact.
You don't think that might have contributed to the lethality of your predicament?
Jeff laughs.
Okay, what's funny? Did it ever occur to you that maybe Ophelia would have killed herself ages ago if she didn't have alcohol to numb the pain?
Thank you.
Dr. Lee takes a deep breath and adjusts his mask.
You know what really numbs the pain?
I think there are far more effective coping mechanisms than...
Hold on. Just let me formulate what I'm trying to say here.
The room falls silent. Ophelia beckons Death to speak with her eyes.
Don't you want to go out like Hemingway? When you die, they'll go through your journals and realize what a genius you were. Shakespeare would be proud of you.
I'm not going to drink myself to death.
You almost did. And with all due respect, Ophelia, if you keep drinking, it may not be up to you.
It'll be up to me.
Ophelia glares at her.
I'm the one he's talking about there.
Ophelia rolls her eyes. Death winks at her. Jeff leans back in his chair. Dr. Lee adjusts his mask.
I only drink a drink a day, and I still want to die all the time.
They all turn to look at her.
She gets it.
Death sits down in the seat next to psych ward girl, who half smiles. Death grins at her and eyes her hungrily as she takes a drag of her cigarette. Interior psych ward day. Dr. Lee stands outside the group, chatting with the maskless guy.
Well, Quincy, it's been a pleasure. May the outside world treat you kindly.
They shake hands. Quincy smiles, nods, and walks away. Ophelia and Death walk out of the group room. Dr. Lee calls Ophelia over.
Ophelia!
Ophelia turns, walks towards him, and leans against the wall.
Yes.
Dr. Lee folds his arms.
As I was just telling Quincy, I'm actually only going to be working at this hospital for a few more days.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, for real. I'm about to move to private practice. If you'd like to continue our work together after you're discharged, I'd be happy to give you my card. No pressure.
No, I mean, yeah, for sure.
All right.
Produces his card.
I'm not supposed to recruit people, so if you could be low-key about it, I'd appreciate it.
Absolutely, thank you.
Excellent. Well, you've got my card.
He extends his hand.
If I don't see you, it's been a privilege.
She shakes it.
Best of luck in private practice.
Thanks. I'll need it.
He walks away, a preppy pep in his step. Ophelia turns to Death.
Is he fucking with me, you think? Is he into me?
That's not for me to say. What do you think?
I think he really wants to help me.
Trust your gut then. Far be it from me to stand between you and a man who might prescribe you medication you can overdose with.
Not really optimist.
I am, thank you very much. You'll be mine. Only a matter of time.
Maybe I'll invent a way to upload my consciousness into cyberspace, and then I'll live out in San Junipero forever, huh? You ever think of that?
Till the heat death of the universe, I'll be waiting.
By the central desk, a security guard hands Quincy his things. Death eyes him.
Well, you'll have to wait a little longer for now. I'm gonna take a nap.
Ophelia and Quincy go back to their rooms. Death stands in the middle of the hallway. torn between whom to follow. To Ophelia while looking at Quincy.
Hold on.
Ophelia doesn't stop to turn around. Death scurries after her. Interior Ophelia's psych ward room day. Ophelia tries to sleep. Death curls up by her side and speaks softly into her ear.
I think it's clear that pills are not your best bet. I mean, clearly you have an incredible tolerance. But there's always the Brooklyn Bridge.
Shut up.
The Brooklyn Bridge is a classic option. You jump off that, and as long as people talk about you, they're gonna say, she jumped off the Brooklyn Bridge. And they're gonna know that you are a true New Yorker.
Shut up. Shut up.
Or, of course, you could always do it like inside Llewyn Davis and jump off the George Washington Bridge.
Ophelia covers her head with her pillow. Interior Ophelia's psych ward room later. Ophelia sleeps. Death watches her sleep. Death sits up on the edge of the bed, manifests a cigarette and a lighter. Lights her cigarette, takes a drag, exhales. Death stares into space. Exterior street day. Quincy walks down the street. Death follows. Interior studio apartment day. Multiple locks come unlocked on a heavy door. The door swings open and Quincy walks in. Death spies him from the hallway. Quincy walks across the gray carpeted flooring, what you can see of it. Beneath the unwashed clothes, discarded COVID mask, and scattered receipts. He comes to a safe, hesitates. Death is beside him. She cradles the back of his head and whispers into his ear.
73, 41, 62.
He enters the combination. He opens the safe. It's a gun.
Take it.
He takes it, takes out a bullet from a container of ammo, also in the safe. He walks to a chair in the corner of the room. Death watches him. He sits down in the chair. Death is beside him. She rubs his temples. He loads a single bullet into the chamber. She walks around in front and leans towards him. He puts the gun to his mouth. He sees her. She's a smoke show in a cocktail dress.
Hey,
His hands shake.
it's okay.
Boom. Blood splatters all over the wall behind him. Death, back in the form we're used to, shudders like she just had the best orgasm of her life. She stands up straight. She walks over to him. She cradles his neck, kisses what's left of his forehead.
Thank you.
She touches foreheads with his corpse.
Rest well now. The war is over. You're safe.
She delicately retracts her hand, walks towards the door to the apartment, turns around, takes one last look at the dead man in the chair. Death smiles and flips up her hood. Her work is done here. Interior psych ward day. Death sits rereading an incorporeal copy of The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. Ophelia sits beside her, staring into space.
I hate these fucking masks.
You'll look like you're talking to yourself.
Yeah, well, I'm in the fucking psych ward. What better place to be to talk to myself?
Death smiles and turns a page.
I miss the ones I had at home.
Just take it off. What's the worst thing that can happen? You die?
Oh, come on now. That's not...
Jeff approaches. Ophelia shuts up.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the enrapturing conversation you were having with yourself.
I was talking to Sylvia Plath.
Jeff doesn't know what to say to this. He rubs his arm.
Sorry, I'm playing up how crazy I am as a defense mechanism.
Whatever you've got to do to cope.
He stops mid-sentence.
Sorry, I was going to make a bell jar reference by calling you the name of the main character, but it's slipping my mind.
Esther Greenwood.
Esther.
Right. Whatever you've got to do to cope, Esther.
It's not as clever when you have to explain it.
Shut up, it's cute.
Jeff looks askance.
I mean, you're cute. I mean...
Relax. My cuteness is actually somewhat relevant to what I came to say. That is, I've come to say goodbye.
You're leaving?
What does being cute have to do with saying goodbye?
Yeah, I'm waiting for my discharge papers. I'm out of here in 20 minutes.
Oh, snap. Well, it was nice to meet you.
Here, I was wondering if I could get your number.
He hands her a piece of paper and an eraseless pencil.
Absolutely.
She writes her number on the paper.
Thanks. I'll send you a text when I'm out.
You'd better.
Jeff walks away.
No one ever calls people from the psych ward.
Hey, Jeff.
He turns around.
No one ever calls anyone they met in the psych ward.
He walks back towards her.
No.
The other person reminds them of when they were at their lowest. No one wants to be reminded of that.
I know.
But for real, call me, okay?
He holds up her number, smiles, and puts it in his pocket.
I will. And if I don't, blame the existential shadow looming over this place, not any reticence on my part.
You're not going to.
I'll send you a text as soon as I can. I'll leave the calling to you.
He walks away.
See you on the other side of the river Styx, Ophelia.
Ophelia waves goodbye. Death smiles at her.
I told you to talk to him.
Ophelia raises her eyebrows at Death. Interior, Jeff's living room night. Jeff walks into his apartment. It's spacious and immaculate, even for a movie apartment. There is a grand piano in the corner. It should be evident that he's wealthy. He picks up the mail off the floor, flips through it half-heartedly, and throws it in the recycling. Only then does he turn on the lights. Interior, Jeff's bathroom night. Jeff confronts the fact that his blood is still all over the floor of the bathroom. Interior, Ophelia's psych ward room night. Ophelia lies down in bed. Death looms over her.
Could you please let me sleep tonight? I get out tomorrow. I'll let you make me kill myself then.
Death takes a drag.
As you wish, milady. Like I said, you're not my only client.
She sits down on the edge of the bed. Ophelia pulls the threadbare psych ward covers over herself. Interior, Jeff's bathroom night. Jeff puts the last of a handful of soapy paper towels into the garbage. The blood is pretty much cleaned up, but his garbage can looks like he just murdered someone. Jeff sighs and scratches the bandages on his arm. Interior, Jeff's bedroom night. Jeff crawls into his unmade bed, lies on the side, and shuts his eyes tight. Match cut to interior, Ophelia's psych ward room day. Ophelia wakes up. She sits up. Death's not there. Interior, psych ward day. She walks out to the main room to see Death singing softly in the ear of the drink-a-day girl. Death sees her, grins, and holds up her index finger. The drink-a-day girl's eyes are devoid of light. Dr. Lee walks by.
Hey, is it true I'm getting out today?
Do you have any thoughts of hurting yourself?
No.
Has it been 72 hours?
It has.
Death gives her the OK symbol from afar.
I'll see about getting you out of here. Just sit tight, okay?
Okay.
He walks away. Death strokes drink-a-day girl's hair and kisses her on the top of the forehead. Then walks up to Ophelia and folds her arms.
So what's the first thing you're gonna do?
Exterior bus stop day. Ophelia's thumb hits the messages app. 917-555-1042 says, "Hey, it's Jeff Porter. Let no one say I did not text you. May all the greats from the Shakespeare to Plath guide you safely home." The bus starts pulling up.
Jump, 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 jump.
Ophelia doesn't jump. The bus pulls up. Ophelia glares at Death.
Coward.
Ophelia calls Jeff. As the phone rings, she gets on the bus.
Hello?
Hey, it's Ophelia.
Hard cut to interior, Jeff's bedroom day. They have sex. Ophelia stares to the side as Jeff fucks her. She makes eye contact with Death. Death stares into her soul and exhales cigarette smoke hauntingly. Interior, Jeff's bedroom later. They lie beneath the covers. I'd like to avoid the L-shaped covers trope if possible.
Can I ask you something?
You just did.
Death laughs exaggeratedly loud.
No one's ever heard that one before.
Why did you try to kill yourself?
Jeff takes a deep breath.
That's quite the question.
Something tells me you'll have quite an answer.
You want to know the truth?
Tell me.
Jeff leans up on his elbow and looks at her.
I don't know.
What?
That's my answer. I don't know.
Bullshit. Just look at this place. Look at you.
Ophelia gestures expansively at the immaculate bat.
I mean, you basically won the genetic lottery. Tall, rich white guy with a huge cock.
Jeff chuckles.
You flatter me.
I'm serious. Why? Why would you want to kill yourself?
I told you,
You know why.
Ophelia looks at Death.
2/3 of all American suicides are committed by white men. No amount of privilege can stop me.
Ophelia shakes her head.
Look at me. Come here.
Ophelia looks at him.
What?
Jeff pulls the covers up and lies down on the pillow.
If I'm going to tell you this, I want you to really listen.
Ophelia gets under the covers and listens to him.
I'm listening.
Jeff chuckles.
Stupid.
Ophelia blinks.
Please. Wanting to kill yourself is always stupid.
They're really eye to eye now. Neither one blinks.
Sometimes I feel like a ditto transformed into Mimikyu.
I don't know what that means.
Ditto copies things. Mimikyu wants to be Pikachu.
I know who Pikachu is.
Like the Xerox of a Xerox. Have you seen BoJack Horseman?
No, but I've heard it's really good.
Jeff looks down. Ophelia blinks and smiles warmly at him.
I just feel like, I know it's very common to feel like everyone around you has a manual for how to live life, and somehow you missed out on the orientation. But I feel like for me, it was something even beyond that. Like, even those kids were able to piece together some semblance of normalcy, but I couldn't even do it.
Do you think you're autistic?
I don't think so. My ex tried to convince me I was secretly a trans woman, but I think she was just gay. I don't know why it's so hard for people to accept that I could simply be introverted, suicidal, and fucked up without any zingy diagnosis.
Sorry, I didn't mean...
No need to apologize. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. I grew up without a mom, and my dad was just... Do you know what Zephyr is?
The toothpaste?
Yeah, the toothpaste. That's my dad. He was like a toothpaste scientist. I think he could be autistic. That shit was like his magnum opus.
Jeff Porter, are you telling me that you are the heir to the Zephyr toothpaste fortune? I've got that shit in my own damn bathroom.
The very same.
No wonder your teeth are so clean.
Right? But that's my point. Because one time in therapy, my therapist was like, it sounds like your dad is using financial support as a proxy for emotional support. And I confronted him with that, and he just smiled and said, well, yeah, exactly. Like, giving me all this money and keeping my teeth clean was all he had to do to raise me. Like, that was the plan.
I see.
Jeff sniffs. He adjusts the blanket.
I don't know. But I don't know if that's, like, why I want to die. I just feel like it's my inalienable right to end my suffering, you know?
Death looms over them.
Well, sure, any despair-ridden miscreant can philosophize about that. Why do you want to live, though?
Jeff ponders.
I write songs.
You're a musician. Your debonair mystique increases by the minute.
Hardly. See that piano over there?
He gestures over to the grand piano in the corner. Death sits on it like Michelle Pfeiffer.
It's beautiful.
It's collecting dust. That's a big part of why I want to die, actually. The $20,000 graveyard of my hopes and dreams taunting me from the corner of my living room.
Play it for me.
Jeff scoffs.
What?
Oh, it's just...
He goes silent, looks down.
What?
I wanted to record an album when I was a teenager. That was all I wanted. I figured out it cost like $600 to book a recording studio, and my dad had the money.
Death walks towards the edge of the bed.
But he thought it would mean more to me if I paid for the studio myself. He said that if I paid for it out of my own money, it'd be worth more to me, but I was too anxious to hold down a job.
Death dematerializes her cigarette and sits down next to him.
And then my grandmother died, and I inherited $5,000, but I blew it all on cab rides and weed. Somehow the recording session never happened. I just couldn't figure out the chord progression.
Death runs her hand through his hair. Ophelia is listening to Jeff, but perturbed by what Death is doing to him.
And now suddenly, here I am in my 30s, and it's too late now. The youngest winner of American Idol was 21, and the oldest was 29. I'm too old to become a pop star now.
Death leans her head in and inhales, deeply smelling Jeff's hair. She caresses his cheek.
And that fucking piano. 30 times the cost of a recording studio session. A gift from my dad, who still pays the rent on this place, by the way. Sits in the corner, collecting dust.
Death embraces him.
Just like I do. Just like my fucking soul does.
It's okay.
Don't say that.
Death eyes her waringly. Jeff keeps looking down.
Jeff, hey, look at me.
She grabs his chin and kisses him. Death pulls back.
You have to play me a song you wrote on that piano. I dare say your life depends on it.
Jeff smiles wearily.
Very well.
Philly and Jeff are still naked, by the way. Jeff goes to his dresser and gets dressed in pajamas. Ophelia and Death watch him get dressed. Jeff sits down at the piano and opens the foldboard. Death is already sitting on the top of it, cross-legged, smoking her cigarette thoughtfully.
This one's called Cardboard Angel.
Once upon a time there was a poor child who died one night when the snow got too wild, and though she froze out in the cold, her heart had been full of braveries untold, and though her body left a mess, the scattered fragments of her tattered dress all swirled round the drain, and were washed away by the December rain, till a boy got off the train and found just a piece of it writhing in pain. He felt her spirit calling him to save the world from falling dim, so he brought it home to a resting place, and his grandmother sewed it into the face of a doll she'd made as a girl. When the rubbish she scrounged made all the sound in the world, she told him, bury it in the churchyard. So the ghost of the girl floated in through the courtyard, and in the early morning's mist, the people looked up to see an angel flying in their midst. But they didn't realize it was made from trash along the ditch. So they painted its plastic wings till its paper lungs could sing. But when it flew above the congregation, some snow fell off of its feathers of lace, and there was no turning back, because all the snow had turned pitch black by the time it had hit the ground. Oh, cardboard angel, float gently down. Your wicker heart's off to a rickety start, but if it breaks apart, just don't die on us now. No, you can't let them betray you with these colors they choose to use to portray you. And if your landing sparks a flame, it'll burn away your holy name, and we'll all be left the same. But if you fly like a snowflake on the breeze, or float like a feather from the northern seas, maybe then you can appease all these people who refuse to ever let their sorrows ease.
Jeff just sits there. Ophelia stares at him. Death tears up.
You wrote that?
Death steps down off the piano onto the bench, then onto the floor, then out of the room, wiping away tears.
Yep, that's mine.
Jeff, that was beautiful.
Jeff does jazz hands.
And no one's ever heard it except my dad and the women I sleep with.
I feel like I keep staring at him.
Of which you're the first since before the pandemic, so thank you for that.
My pleasure.
Jeff idly plays a scale on the piano.
You should record that, you know. It's never too late.
I know.
You don't need me to tell you that.
Jeff closes the foldboard.
I know.
She stops herself.
What?
I mean, I know it sounds corny, but for real, I'm just so grateful to have met you.
Ah, thanks. And hey, same to you.
Ophelia smiles. He smiles too. His smile is sadder. Ophelia inhales deeply, like she's just woken up.
On that note, I need to go home.
Oh. Have you been home yet?
No, I came straight here. Talked to my neighbor on the hospital phone. She has my cat. It'd be irresponsible of me to leave her with her another night.
Okay.
But you'll see me again.
I'm sure I will.
Ophelia reaches for her shirt on the floor. Interior hallway, day. Ophelia closes the door behind her. Interior Jeff's living room, day. Jeff locks the door. Interior Jeff's hallway, day. Ophelia presses the button for the elevator. Ding! Interior elevator, day. The elevator doors open. Ophelia looks up and sees who's inside. Death leans against the wall of the elevator, smoking a cigarette. Ophelia walks in, hits the L button.
I was wondering where you'd gone.
I need some air.
I thought you said you didn't need to breathe.
Death smirks, but her eyes are tired. Ding, the elevator door opens. The elevator door is open. An elderly man steps in. Death doesn't move, but sizes him up as a potential client as he hits the door close button. Ophelia awkwardly shuffles up next to Death. Interior Ophelia's hallway evening. Ophelia comes to her front door. There is a piece of paper with a cute drawing of a cat on it, taped to her door. Murphy says hi. Ophelia turns to Sherry's door. Death looms behind her. Ophelia rings the doorbell. Sherry opens the door.
Hey, Sherry.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, you know, better.
Do you want a hug?
Yes, I do.
They hug. Death looks away. Upon breaking the embrace, Sherry grabs Ophelia's shoulder and smiles. Sherry turns into her apartment.
Murphy, your mom's here.
Murphy comes trotting out. Ophelia picks her up. She purrs.
Oh, hey, baby. Hello, yeah.
Death pets Murphy. Ophelia casts her a quick glare.
Would you like to come in for some tea?
Give her firm. You need to get drunk.
Do you want my alcohol?
What?
I had a blood alcohol level of 307 when I tried to kill myself. Doctors say that might have had something to do with the whole situation.
Sherry nods thoughtfully.
I think I have to get sober. I've been joking about being an active alcoholic in bars for years. It's time.
I don't really drink alcohol.
Can you help me flush it then?
Oh, come on, Ophelia. Shut the fuck up. That's good whiskey.
Please?
Sherry smiles sweetly. Interior Ophelia's bathroom evening. Ophelia pours a bottle of liquor down the toilet and flushes it while Sherry hands her the next one. Interior Ophelia's hallway evening. Ophelia recycles a bag of 7 bottles of liquor. Interior Ophelia's kitchen evening. Ophelia sets a plate of cat food down for Murphy, who chows it down. Death smokes her cigarette disdainfully. Ophelia walks into the living room. Interior Ophelia's living room evening, where Sherry is admiring her vinyl collection.
You have good taste in music.
Thank you. I pride myself on it.
You should.
Death rounds the corner.
Thank you again for taking care of her, for everything.
Of course. Is there anything else I can do?
Yo, fuck this bitch. People like this nice are always hiding something.
No, thank you.
All right, sweetie. If you ever need someone to take care of Murphy, you know where to find me.
Ophelia smiles sadly. Interior Ophelia's hallway evening. Sherry stands in the doorway of her apartment.
Good night.
Good night, Sherry.
Sherry closes her door and latches it. Ophelia stares at the closed door. Death watches Ophelia and grins. Interior Ophelia's entryway evening. Ophelia closes the door behind her and latches it. Alone in the dark with Death.
There's Drano in the closet by the bathroom.
Shut up.
Ophelia walks into the kitchen. Interior Ophelia's kitchen evening.
No, you're right. Drinking Drano is too slow and painful. And this building is only 6 stories high. Might not work. Your office is on the 13th floor, in fact.
Ophelia gets some water from the fridge and drinks it.
I know they tried to pull that shit with the 14th on the elevator button, but you and I know better.
Ophelia puts the water down and glares at her. Death gasps. She looks at Ophelia with glee.
I know how you'd kill yourself. You'd slit your throat.
Ophelia coughs.
Yes, I can see it. I can see it now. Perfectly dramatic, just as Shakespeare would have wanted. You want me to help you write the note?
Ophelia smiles.
You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do this.
She goes to her kitchen drawer and pulls out a knife. She puts it to her throat.
Is this what you want?
I only want what you want, babe.
She presses the knife into her throat. The blade presses against it, but doesn't break the skin. Death walks out behind her and wraps her arms around her waist and whispers in her ear.
Just one slash, baby. That's all it takes. I'm right here. I'm right here with you.
Death breathes in deeply, smelling Ophelia's sweat. Ophelia's hand shakes. She presses the knife deeper into her neck. It breaks the skin a little bit.
I'm right here.
Ophelia, she takes the knife away from her throat. She puts the knife down. Death exhales in disappointment. Ophelia wets a paper towel, puts some soap on it, and presses it to her neck. She turns towards Death.
That's the last way I would kill myself. You clearly don't know me at all.
Death just stares at her, hurt. Ophelia walks out of the kitchen. Cut to black. Interior auditorium day. Ophelia, all masked up, and Death, cigarette at the ready, sit in the audience. Ophelia has a tiny band-aid on her neck. Ellix is on stage, holding a baseball for a skull.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio, a fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy.
She continues, unintelligibly. Death yawns.
This is my favorite scene, and y'all are butchering it. Shakespeare is rolling in his grave. I know because I put him there.
Ellix looks towards Ophelia and Death out of the corner of her eye.
Where be your jibes now? Your gambols, your songs, your flashes of merriment?
Cut to interior auditorium later. Students shuffle out. Ophelia attends to her phone. Death lurks backstage. Ellix looks up to Ophelia.
You want to get coffee with me?
What?
You want to get coffee with me?
The second time it's not a question. Ophelia is taken aback. Death walks up next to them. Ophelia eyes Death. Death simply smiles. Ophelia looks back at Ellix. You would think Ellix was a marionette, the way she was holding her smile.
Okay, yeah, sure. You mean right now?
Yes.
Okay, but I have another class. Will you be around at 4?
Cut to interior coffee shop day. The clock on the wall reads 4. Someone walks in. Outside. Exterior coffee shop day. Ellix and Death smoke cigarettes, leaning against the glass of the coffee shop. Ellix looks up. She sees Ophelia coming. She stomps out her Marlboro 27 with her Doc Martens. Ophelia walks up.
Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Ellix smiles brightly. Ophelia responds with an inquisitive look.
What?
I've just never seen you with your mask off.
Ophelia smiles, looks away, and brushes her hair behind her ear. She gestures to the door. Ellix opens it and gestures, after you, to Ophelia. Ophelia enters. Interior coffee shop day. Ellix and Death follow.
I'm paying, by the way. I'd be remiss in my duties as a professor if I didn't sponsor your collegiate caffeine.
As you wish.
They walk to the place where you order your drinks.
Hey! Ice caramel macchiato?
You know it. I'm kind of a regular around here.
I can see that.
And for you?
Oh, just a coffee. Black.
They move to the bar to await their coffee. Death blows cigarette smoke into the ear of barista preparing it.
So how long have you been teaching?
Too long. I don't know. I think this is my 3rd year.
You like it?
Yeah, I do. You know, I'm passionate about the material.
Ellix nods.
Plus, I get to meet people like you.
Ellix tilts her head like, wow, what a thing to say, and smiles.
Here you go, ladies.
The barista's eyes are blank. Death casts a malevolent smile at Ophelia.
Thanks.
Thanks.
They walk out. Death follows them.
No, really. Thank you.
The barista gets back to work. Exterior cafe patio day. Ellix, Ophelia, and Death sit at a table.
So where were you?
My brother committed suicide. I was at his funeral.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Death takes a drag. Ophelia and Ellix sip their coffee. Death ashes her cigarette.
Then as soon as I got home, I tried to kill myself, too.
Death chuckles with self-satisfaction. Alex's eyes widen, but she smiles.
Sorry. I shouldn't tell you that. It's unprofessional. But then here we are.
I tried to kill myself once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when I was 14. I tried to starve myself to death. My parents made me go to an eating disorder clinic.
And how did that work out for you?
I hated it at the time. But honestly, in hindsight, it was the most supportive environment I've ever been in.
That's nice.
Death takes a drag. Ophelia and Ellix sip their coffee. Death ashes her cigarette.
I was onto something then, though. I'm still mad they wouldn't let me go through with it. I feel like I would have ascended.
Aren't you glad to be alive?
Oh, sure. But I feel like I'm living on borrowed time.
I know what you mean.
Death takes a drag. Ophelia and Ellix sip their coffee. Death ashes her cigarette.
I just feel like the shadow of death is still hanging over me, you know?
Do you see death?
You mean like metaphorically?
No, I mean literally, the Reaper. Do you see the Reaper?
Ophelia stares, dumbfounded, reluctant to say yes. Death grins. Ellix points to Death.
Right here.
Death throws her head back and cackles.
Oh my god, I love it when this happens.
You can see her too?
Yeah, well, yours is a woman. Mine's sort of a black cowboy hat, rugged outlaw type. He speaks to me in Spanish.
I thought I was the only one.
Oh no, there's lots of us. How many now?
Still less than 1 million.
You heard that? He's cagey about the exact number, but it's in the 100,000s.
Worldwide.
Yeah, worldwide. You should join the subreddit, Death Vision.
There's a subreddit.
Yeah, r/Death Vision. I actually made that subreddit. It's a real subreddit now.
Ophelia pulls out her phone.
My little fan club. It's adorable.
No, don't look at it now. He needs us to use computers. He'll start looking over your shoulder and gloating. It'll be a whole mess.
Ophelia puts her phone back in her purse. Death glares at Ellix.
Trust me, don't feed his ego.
You said yours is a man? A Spanish cowboy.
Yeah, like Pedro Pascal.
Oh my god. Mine looks like Aubrey Plaza. Do they always choose actors?
No, but I'm always a real person.
I don't even like Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, well, maybe you were watching Parks and Rec one day when you were stoned and something clicked.
It was Emily the criminal.
Oh, makes sense.
Death takes a drag. Ophelia and Ellix sip their coffee. Death ashes her cigarette.
How are you still alive then? Doesn't Death try to get you to kill yourself all the time?
Ellix and Death share a smile.
We've gotten used to each other.
Ophelia chuckles in disbelief.
She has a crush on you, by the way.
Ophelia widens her eyes.
Oh my god, stop.
Ellix hides her face with her hands in embarrassment.
Oh, please, Elle. You're not as mysterious as you think.
Ellix peeks behind her hands.
No?
No. We don't need Death to take our masks off.
Ellix smiles.
Well, that's a relief.
Death takes a drag. Ophelia and Ellix sip their coffee. Death ashes her cigarette. Interior, Ophelia's living room, day. The doorbell rings. Ophelia and Death look up. Murphy runs to hide. Interior, Ophelia's entryway, day. Ophelia opens the door. A large man in a navy uniform is standing there. Ophelia looks at him in amazement.
Exterminator.
Ophelia tears up. The exterminator smiles.
How are those bugs treating you lately?
Ophelia hugs him tight. He hugs her back.
You know, when I told my mama I was going to be an exterminator, ain't no one expected me saving any lives.
Thank you.
Death glowers. They break the embrace. The exterminator just nods.
So, bathroom and radiators, like usual?
That'd be great.
Death takes a drag of her cigarette. The exterminator gets to wink. Exterior street day. Ophelia and Death walk past the Uptown Wine and Liquors at 206th and 10th. Death stops.
Hey, Ophelia.
Ophelia turns. Death beckons her with index finger. Ophelia scoffs and turns to keep walking. Then she stops, turns back. Interior liquor store day. Death and Ophelia stand next to each other, staring at the wall. Ophelia furrows her brow. Death grins ear to ear.
This one.
Ophelia takes a step back. Death grabs the bottle and presents it to her like a maitre d'.
Put it back.
Come on, we haven't gotten drunk together since the night we met. It'll be fun.
Ophelia snatches the bottle out of her hands and puts it back on the shelf. She storms out. Death stands there and sighs. She looks back at the bottle as the chime above the door rings. The cashier watches Ophelia leave. Interior waiting room day. Ophelia reads a magazine. Death reads over her shoulder. Her cigarette is nowhere to be found for once. Some young punk without a mask walks out of the door to Ophelia's left. He eyes her suspiciously as he walks to the far door to leave the waiting room. Death sizes him up. He leaves. Ophelia turns the page of the magazine. Dr. Lee, all masked up, opens the door the punk walked out of.
Ophelia?
Ophelia turns, smiles, and closes the magazine. Interior Dr. Lee's office, day. Death is already leaning against the wall. She lights her cigarette. Dr. Lee gestures to the couch for Ophelia to sit.
Welcome. Please.
Ophelia sits. He sits in a chair across from her on the other side of the room from the door.
I was glad to receive your call. How have things been since you left the psych ward?
Oh, you know.
No, I don't.
He smiles. Death rolls her eyes. Ophelia inhales, considering her words.
Do you remember Jeff?
Sure.
I slept with him.
Okay. How's that working out?
Well, I think. We've been texting. You know, it's been good.
Maybe not the most advisable place to meet your love interest, the psych ward.
No, but he's a sweetheart. Is it okay if I tell him, by the way, I had an appointment with Dr. Lee today?
Of course.
Okay, cool.
Ophelia nods. Death takes a drag.
You can also call me Sung Jun if you'd like.
Somewhat.
Sung Jun? Like I was going to sing in May, but instead I sung Jun?
I see. Song June.
Just so.
I think I'm gonna stick with Dr. Lee if that's okay.
Whatever you prefer.
Death laughs.
Word. And you can call me whatever you want, too, you know.
Like what? Not Ophelia?
Well, I kind of have a lot of names. Like, my students call me Miss Chase. My mom calls me O. You could call me O.
Would you like that?
I don't know. Worked when I was a kid.
Do you miss being a kid?
Oh, who doesn't? Back before the ravages of time wore us down.
That was me, actually.
Tell me about your childhood.
Death sits down on the couch next to Ophelia. Ophelia scooches over a little to make room.
Well, my birth was really traumatic. My mom had appendicitis, so the doctors had to cut me out to remove it. I was born 10 weeks early. I had to spend the first 34 days of my life hooked up to a machine. They just invented this chemical, surfactant. Sometimes I like to imagine it had night surfactant, riding up to save my life. It declumps the tissue in your lungs, which are the last thing to develop in the womb. Without it, I wouldn't have survived. So I can't actually engage in hypotheticals like, what if you'd been born in ancient Egypt or whatever, because the truth of the matter is that if I'd been born even 5 years earlier, I wouldn't have survived.
Are you glad you survived?
Yeah. What? I mean, no, I've never been one of those people who wishes they'd never been born. I have lots of happy memories, tons of people I've affected in a positive way. I just sometimes don't want to be alive anymore.
Tell me about those happy memories.
What, you wouldn't rather hear about how much I want to die?
I think I heard enough of that in the psych ward. Tell me why you want to live.
Well, my cat, my students.
Right, well, I'm glad the cat came first.
Death takes a drag. Ophelia tucks her hair behind the strap of her mask.
So, where's the line where I tell you something so crazy you send me back to the psych ward?
Yes, I get this all the time. The fact of the matter is that if you tell me you are actively planning to hurt yourself or someone else, I'm legally obligated to report that. But short of active suicidality or homicidality, you can tell me whatever you want, and contractually, there's not a thing I can do about it, but advise you to the best of my ability.
Ophelia nods.
Don't tell him.
Is there...
I see death.
Death scoffs.
Here we go.
I see.
Every time with these fucking therapists, I swear.
You know what I'm talking about? My student, Ellix, she's like my protege. She says she sees death too. That there's this, like, a whole community, a subreddit.
It's classified in the DSM-V as a subset of dissociative identity disorder.
But I got coffee with her. I was sitting at a table with her, and death was sitting between us, and the three of us had a conversation. Surely that can't be explained by some collective hallucination.
This protege of yours, what did you say her name was?
Ellix.
That's an interesting name.
Yeah, people call her Ellis or Alice all the time. I guess her parents were hippies, or whatever the Gen X equivalent of hippies are.
And you say she's your star pupil.
You know, it's funny, because she makes fun of me for my name all the time, and somehow it's never occurred to me to say that's rich coming from someone named Ellix.
But she has a rapport with you? She's not just your student, she's your friend? She talks back to you in class, you get coffee together.
I guess, sure.
Is it possible she's merely pretending to be able to see death so as to impress you?
Ophelia is stunned by this notion.
I told you, man, every single fucking time with these fucking therapists.
No, 'cause...
Dr. Lee raises eyebrows.
No, 'cause she said it first. She asked me if I see death.
Right.
And there's a subreddit.
I'm sure there is.
Death vision.
Okay.
Hey, don't okay me. This is real. This is my life.
I'm not doubting that. It's in the DSM-V. I'm truly sorry if you feel belittled.
Thank you.
I'm just saying to take what you hear from Ellix, what you read on this subreddit, with a grain of salt. If you say you see death, fine, but there are a lot of clout chasers in this world who will claim to have something wrong with them that they don't.
He's right, actually. A ton of people claim to see me who can't.
She says you're right.
Dr. Lee raises his hands like, there it is. Death takes a drag. Ophelia shifts on the couch.
I also think you're right about my drinking. I flushed my stash with my neighbor.
That's excellent news.
Death rolls her eyes and shakes her head.
I think I need to go to an AA meeting.
Exterior street night. Ophelia walks towards the church door. Death waits by the curb and lights her cigarette. Ophelia turns around.
You coming?
I can't go in there.
Ophelia walks back to her and speaks to her in hushed tones.
What?
Yeah, the vibes are just a bit too hopeful for my tastes.
Is that so?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay out here, but if anyone zeroes their vape hit, if anyone zeroes their vape hit, I'll know.
Okay. You'll be waiting for me when I get out.
Right here, babe.
Ophelia smiles, turns around, and puts her mask on and opens the door. Death watches her walk through it. Death turns around, squats on the edge of the curb, and takes an indulgent drag of her cigarette. Interior AA meeting night. Ophelia walks in the wake of a joke. People are really laughing. A woman with cool librarian vibes at the head of the room shares her experience, strength, and hope to several dozen people in cheap fold-out chairs. Ophelia smiles and looks for a seat.
And in rehab, I didn't learn shit. They were bringing people from the local town, and I did not relate at all. These bushy-eyebrowed old white men with their suburban little lives could never comprehend the cosmic splendiferousness of my radiant destiny.
Ophelia squeezes between the back row of seats in the pillar.
But then one day, this guy didn't show, and there was this guy in the group. He was a washed-up therapist, used to be an actor. He'd had one line on Law & Order, and they made him go back to the AA meetings because he was sober, even though he said his problem was depression, not the drink. And I related to him a lot, because he kind of had that vibe that he was better than this place. 20 years sober, a therapy license, an IMDb page, and he still wanted to die. I could relate to that a lot, too.
Ophelia almost knocks over a cup of coffee. Someone left on the floor. A few people turn around.
Sorry.
And the only thing I remember him saying was, I realized very quickly that I could never both control and enjoy my drinking.
Ophelia sits down. She takes off her coat and lays it on the back of her chair.
And for the first time, I actually thought to myself, holy shit, neither can I. Maybe I do belong here. And when I read the doctor's opinion and the big book explained to me the phenomenon of craving, I began to realize why that was.
Exterior, street, night. Death flicks her cigarette into the street. Interior, AA meeting, night. Ophelia raises her hand to share.
In the back?
Yeah, hey. I'm Ophelia. I guess I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Ophelia.
The MIC runner scurries over to her and hands her the microphone.
Thanks.
Thalen rests her chin on her intertwined fingers.
So this is my first AA meeting.
Scattered welcomes emanate from the crowd.
I mean, I guess that isn't technically true. My dad was an alcoholic. He used to take me to meetings with him when I was a kid. My mom was working and they couldn't find a babysitter.
People in the room take sips of their evening coffee.
Well, you know, that was decades ago, and I was just a kid. This is my first time going to a meeting as an adult. For myself.
Teenage girl in the front row zeroes her vape hit. Exterior night, street night. Death closes her eyes and inhales deeply.
So yeah, I mean...
Interior, AA meeting night. Ophelia gulps.
I tried to kill myself on November 13th. I was drunk. I survived against all odds, and in the psych ward, I asked them how to stop wanting to die all the time.
People nod their heads. An anxious guy off the aisle leans forward and starts jittering his leg.
And they asked me how much I drank. I told them because my father taught me not to lie to cops, but always tell the truth to doctors. And they told me the fact that I couldn't remember the last time I fell asleep without passing out might have something to do with me wanting to die all the time. So I haven't taken a drink since. So I guess I've got a few weeks.
Some people snap in congratulations. Ophelia starts crying.
It just sucks, you know? It fucking sucks.
Exterior, street, night. Death French inhales her cigarette.
It haunts me.
Interior, meeting night. Ophelia rips her mask off.
I mean, it's not like just because I survived magically I don't want to die anymore.
1 minute.
Thanks.
Oh, she brushes her hair back.
The weirdest things happened.
Exterior, street, night. A child walks down the street holding his mother's hand. He walks through Death. Death looks after him as he walks away, wondering at the fresh falling snow, and smiles.
I feel somewhat like I've been reborn.
Interior, AA meeting night. Ophelia fiddles with her mask on her lap.
can't describe it. I wouldn't say I'm happier.
Thalen leans back in her chair and watches Ophelia intently from across the room.
But I feel like my life before was a bit of a meme. I love what I do. I'm a professor. But I would go in to teach my kids, but even there, I just felt dead inside, like a tired joke.
Exterior, street, night. The snow falls through death.
But it's not a joke anymore, or if it is, I'm not laughing.
Interior, AA meeting night. Ophelia looks up and takes a deep breath.
And if I'm gonna stay alive, one day at a time, it seemed like this was the place to be. Thanks for letting me share.
Thanks for sharing.
There are some scattered welcomes and keep coming backs. Ophelia hands the mic, puts her mask back on and stares into space. Exterior, street, night. People gather smoking cigarettes outside the meeting. Death sits a fair way off and watches them. She closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. Interior, AA meeting night. Ophelia helps put away the chairs. Thalen walks up to her.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, thanks for, speaking or whatever, for calling on me.
Of course.
Thalen holds out her hand.
Thalen.
Ophelia still has a chair. She hastily puts it against the wall and shakes Thalen's hand.
Ophelia.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Ophelia brushes her hair back, looks away, and looks back.
You've got 24 days, by the way.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I did the math. If your sobriety date's November 14th, today's December 8th, so that's 24 days.
Ophelia nods.
How are you feeling now?
I'm good. I mean, I'm better.
Ophelia turns towards the door.
What?
I just feel like my demons can't follow me in here.
Excellent. Yes. Well said. Are you a poet?
Ophelia grins.
Sorry, I mean that completely respectfully, not like, what are you, some kind of poet?
No, totally. I mean, not exactly. I study Shakespeare. I teach the bard to undergrads.
Ooh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, I guess. I just probably should have pushed for more time off, though.
Oof, you're back already?
Ophelia nods.
Yeah, but it's good, though. My students keep me alive.
I hear that.
One of them seems to be trying to seduce me.
Oh, yeah? How do you feel about that?
Would that I were someone else.
Spoken like a true Shakespearean scholar.
Ophelia brushes her hair back and tucks it behind the strap of her mask.
Well, anyway,
You need a sponsor?
not exactly sure what that means.
A sponsor is someone who takes you through the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. Someone to call when you feel like taking a drink.
Sure, you want to be my sponsor?
'Tis my most sacred duty and my most solemn wish.
Ophelia chuckles.
Alright, you've already sold me. You don't need to swear your fealty and iambic pentameter.
Exterior, street, night. Ophelia and Thalen walk out of the church. They are among the last to leave. Death has been waiting.
This your new sponsor or whatever? Nerd.
You coming to fellowship? It's like a little meeting after the meeting, just a bunch of junks vibing at the diner, less formal. You in?
Death makes bunny ears over Thalen's head. Ophelia struggles to keep a straight face.
Oh, no, thanks. I've actually got class in the morning.
Like that's ever stopped you from getting drunk.
Alright, well, you've got my number.
She holds out her arm at a 30-degree angle. They hug.
Make it through the rest of the night without a drink, get a good night's sleep, and text or call me in the morning.
Okay, I will. Good night, Thalen.
Good night, Ophelia.
She walks west towards Fellowship. Ophelia walks east toward the train home. Death takes strides beside her.
Oh, please don't distract me like that.
Oh please, like you can't handle it. You kept a straight face like a fucking champ.
Seriously, though, could you leave me the fuck alone tonight?
Okay, well, what's gotten into you?
That AA meeting without you was the most relaxing fucking hour of my second life. You need to leave me alone. I'm sick of your shit.
Death is taken aback.
Fine.
Fine.
But I'm with you till the end. There's no escaping me.
Fine. But I'd better not see your face for the rest of the fucking night, Aubrey. I'm serious. I just want to go home and go to sleep in peace without being watched for once.
I make no promises.
Yeah, well, me neither. Except a promise to Thalen that I'll stay sober for the rest of tonight.
Well, if you decide to hit the liquor store, I'll be waiting inside so I can pick up on it.
I'm sure you will.
They stare each other down.
Good night, Ophelia.
Good night.
Ophelia turns to leave. Death shivers. Ophelia walks away. Exterior, rooftop, night. A middle school girl shakes with her arms spread wide on the edge of the roof. Death appears on the roof behind her. Death watches her tether on the edge. A lanky teenage boy in a black hoodie walks up next to the girl, and puts his arms around her shoulder.
Hey, Melinda.
Melinda's startled. She almost falls off the roof.
Mark?
No, not the boy you have a crush on. That's merely the form that I've assumed.
Melinda's eyes quiver.
I am Death. I'm here to take you home.
He takes his hand off her shoulder and lights a cigarette. The orange of the flame reflects in the blue of Melinda's eye.
You're so young. Do you think it's gonna get better?
No,
Not ever?
never.
Never's a long time.
He takes a drag of his cigarette. Melinda looks down off the edge.
Tell me why you're doing this.
If you're Death, don't you want me to jump?
Of course I do, but I want it to be on your terms.
Melinda cries. A tear falls off the roof.
Casey and Bethany were making fun of me on Snapchat.
Beth laughs.
Is that why then? You want to give them that power?
I'm a broken, helpless person. I'm terrified of growing up. This way I'll never have to.
Well, I can't argue with that.
Death takes another drag and flicks the cigarette off the roof.
You jump off this ledge, there's no going back. I just want you to know that I'm with you either way. You're safe with me.
Melinda nods through her tears. Death takes her by the hand, squeezes it tight. The cold night air blows around them. Time stops. Melinda and Death jump off the roof together. Exterior street night. A couple freaks out at the sight of the girl's corpse. She lies dead-eyed on the concrete. The man frantically dials 911. Ophelia's Death kneels beside her, strokes her hair, leans down, and kisses her temple. She whispers in her ear.
It's okay now. It's over. You're safe.
The man looks at the girl as he speaks to the call taker. The woman looks away.
Yes, hello? A little girl's just fallen from a rooftop.
The call taker responds unintelligibly. The woman continues to look
Cross
away.
streets? Shit. Where the fuck even are we?
Death appears beside the cowering woman.
Look at her.
She turns to look at the girl's corpse.
Sarah, do you know the cross streets?
Sarah's in shock. Death whispers in her ear.
Remember what you saw here.
Sarah stares unblinkingly at the corpse.
Sarah!
Sarah snaps out of it. She looks at her boyfriend.
What are the cross streets?
Sarah just shakes her head.
Fuck. Sorry, it's
The man walks off to find the nearest street sign. Sarah stares at the girl's corpse. Death flips up her hoodie and walks off into the night. Interior, Ophelia's bedroom, night. Ophelia opens her eyes. Death is lying down right across from her, staring. Ophelia blinks.
What time is it?
Death takes a drag of her cigarette and peers over at the clock.
1:41.
Ophelia stretches.
Are you watching me sleep?
Death ashes her cigarette.
Would you like to listen to some music?
It's a little late, isn't it?
Ugh, we won't wake Sherry.
Interior, Ophelia's living room. Death flips through Ophelia's vinyl collection. Ophelia walks into the room.
What are you doing?
Some nice stuff you got here.
She flips through The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance, Is a Real Boy by Say Anything, and Bank on the Funeral by Matt Mason.
No, I mean, how are you flipping through my collection? Like when you picked up that bottle in the liquor store, I thought you couldn't touch anything.
Well, hey, I'm just a figment of your imagination, right? Isn't that what Dr. Lee said? Maybe you're flipping through them yourself, and you're just imagining I'm the one doing it.
She holds up Random Access Memories by Daft Punk.
There's something so
Anachronistic.
anachronistic about having Daft Punk on vinyl.
Ophelia snatches the record from her.
Give me those.
She puts them back meticulously in order. Death holds up her hands in surrender, then folds her arms.
I've been meaning to ask you something.
Ophelia just glares at her.
Why were you listening to One More Light when you tried to kill yourself?
Death stares at her intently.
I had a rose with break in case of emergency written on it. I ran a bath. There was kind of a whole ritual to it.
But why One More Light? Why Linkin Park?
I guess I just felt if I could kill myself to that song, it would stand as proof that I really wanted to die.
She puts the last record back in the place. She stands back up straight to see Death grinning at her.
I was there, when he recorded it.
Who? No. Chester Bennington? When he recorded One More Light.
Death smirks, sinister glint in her eyes.
Recording a suicide prevention song less than a year before he took his own life. You'd better believe I was there.
Death advances, rubbing it in.
I was there, whispering in his ear about how ironic it would be. Should have stayed. Oh, sorry. Indeed, how everybody would wish he would have.
You're a monster.
Death shudders mock orgasmically.
Tell me again.
No, seriously, fuck you. Do you get off on this? What is it about people killing themselves that delights you so?
People remember you forever. Robin Williams would have just been another comic. Now they'll always know the pain behind his smile.
Robin Williams had already cemented his legacy as one of the greatest comedians of all time. The only thing his suicide aggrandized was you.
You keep telling yourself that.
Ophelia gets up in her face.
How dare you?
Oh, please.
No, how dare you? How dare you take from us this most precious gift, life, from the first protozoa in the sulfur vent, this cosmic miracle? Who the fuck are you to take that away from us?
I don't take anything.
Bullshit. Robin Williams didn't have to die. Valentine did not have to die.
Death shrugs.
They were in pain. All my clients, every one of them is at the end of the rope.
So you help them? You show them the error in their ways?
But it's not an error. And Ophelia, I'm death. That's just not my job.
Don't you care? Don't you have any sympathy at all for these people?
Death glares at her defiantly.
Of course I do. How could you even say that?
Then why do you kill them?
You-
Why don't you help them?
You wouldn't say I've helped you.
If it weren't for you, I wouldn't even be in this situation.
No, you took those pills, Ophelia.
You made me.
I didn't make you do shit.
You used your magic on me somehow. You bewitched me.
I bewitched you?
Yes!
Double toil and trouble. Is that how you think of me?
Ophelia looks away.
It'd have to take someone evil to kill as many people as you have.
No, I don't kill people. I show them mercy.
Ophelia looks back, renewing eye contact.
Then why don't you have them call the suicide hotline?
Like I said, I'm death. I bring death. That's what I do. That's like asking fire why it burns the forest down instead of watering the plants.
No, I refuse to accept that. You can change. You can behave differently.
No, Ophelia, I can't.
Sure you can. Just...
Death throws her arms down.
No, Ophelia, I can't. You do not understand.
Ophelia takes a deep breath. Death takes a deep breath.
If I don't do this, no one else will. Can you imagine how much sadder it would be, how much lonelier, if these people didn't have me there in their last moments?
But they don't have to die. I didn't have to die.
I come for all of you in the end, Ophelia. It's only a matter of time. Some people just request my services a little earlier.
You don't have to give it to them.
Yes, Ophelia, I do. You don't understand.
What don't I understand? Explain it to me.
Death sighs.
People need closure. There's no greater end than death. At least when your brother was in my arms, he was safe. At least he wasn't in pain anymore. And I'll be damned if I let you take that away from what I had with him.
Ophelia's eyes glaze over with tears. Death turns to Ophelia's collection.
Avicii. He slashed his arms open with a glass shard on top of the world. I took a pill and Ibiza with him, too.
She takes out stories.
Let's dance. Then you'll understand.
Ophelia wipes her tears away.
You like to dance?
Hell yeah, dude. There's kind of a saying about it.
She walks over to the record player and plays Waiting for Love. She holds out her hand. Ophelia reluctantly takes it.
Where there's a will, there's a way, kind of beautiful.
She leads Ophelia to the center of the room.
And every night has its day so magical.
Do you know how to dance, Ophelia?
And if there's love in this life, there's no obstacle
Death dances. She's good.
that can't be defeated.
Ophelia looks in amazement.
For every tyrant, a tear for the vulnerable. In every lost soul, the bones of a miracle. For every dreamer, a dream we're unstoppable. With something to believe in.
See, dancing's a lot like life. You just have to let go and let the music carry you wherever you're supposed to go.
Monday left me broken.
She wraps her right arm around Ophelia's waist and takes Ophelia's left hand in hers.
Follow my lead.
Tuesday I was through with hoping. Wednesday my empty arms were open. Thursday waiting for love. Waiting for love. Thank the stars it's Friday. I'm burning like a fire gone wild on Saturday. Guess I won't be coming to church on Sunday. I'll be waiting for love. Waiting for love to come around.
Death leads Ophelia in a ballroom dance. The music gets quieter.
See now, just bob your head in time to the beat.
The beat comes in. Ophelia does so.
There you go.
They bob their heads.
Now give me a fist pump.
The snare comes in. They bump their fists.
That's it.
Build up.
Now, when the beat drops, just jump up and down to the beat.
The beat drops. Ophelia and Death headbang, fist bumps, and hop up and down to the beat.
Yeah.
Ophelia dances with Death.
We are one of a kind, irreplaceable. How did I get so blind and so cynical? If there's love in this life, we're unstoppable.
That's basically the gist of it. You gotta feel these things in your bones. Of course, what all dancing is really about.
No, we can't be defeated.
She wraps her arms around Ophelia's waist.
Is sex.
Monday left me broken. Tuesday I was through with hoping. Wednesday my empty arms were open.
She runs her hand across Ophelia's stomach, putting her arms over her head, and dances seductively around Ophelia in a circle.
Thursday waiting for love, waiting for love.
Ophelia sweats.
Thank the stars, it's Friday. I'm burning like a fire gone wild on Saturday. Guess I won't be coming to church on Sunday. I'll be
Death slowly circles back in front of Ophelia.
waiting for love to come around.
You wanna die happy, Ophelia Chase? I'll show you why they call it the kiss of death.
She goes in for the kiss, but just before the snare comes back in, Ophelia pushes her off.
No, fuck this.
Ophelia rushes to the record player and pulls off the needle. Record scratch.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? This whole thing is wrong. This is all just another twisted plea of yours to get me to kill myself.
No, do not mistake me for someone who only wants to see you dead. You wanted to kill yourself for a reason.
Ophelia backs away towards the bedroom. Death follows her, pointing at her.
Your life was empty when you called me. No one comes into my arms on a winning streak. You wanted to die.
Death corners her against the wall.
But I'm not just death. I'm the alcohol poisoning that stops a sorority girl's heart at 4:13 a.m. I'm the drug overdose of a broken soul, the pneumonia that finally gives his mother closure after months in an opioid-induced coma.
She leans in closer to Ophelia, seriously invading her personal space.
I'm the first cigarette of the day at the end of a 12-hour graveyard shift.
Ophelia pushes her off, her eyes aflame with rebellion.
You can try to resist me all you want, but I will claim you in the end. And until I do, don't you dare disrespect my magnanimity by falling victim to a boring life. There's no fate worse than that.
She materializes a cigarette and a lighter and puts the cigarette in her mouth.
So if you're not going to kill yourself, the least you can do is fucking live a little.
She lights her cigarette. The fire reflects in Ophelia's eyes.
Alright, fine. I heard you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I understand.
Death blows cigarette smoke in Ophelia's face.
No, you don't. No one ever does.
She stalks off.
You want a night to yourself? Enjoy it. Like I said, I've got plenty of other clients.
Death leaves. Ophelia stands alone in her apartment. Interior, Ophelia's living room, later. Ophelia holds Murphy in her arms and sobs. Exterior, rooftop night. Death smokes a cigarette on the rooftop edge. She stares down at the ledge. She takes a drag and exhales the smoke. Cut to black. Interior, Dr. Lee's bedroom. Dr. Lee sits upright in his bed on his phone, wearing a maroon robe. He goes to Reddit, types in Death Vision, starts scrolling. His husband is in a matching robe, is sitting next to him doing the crossword. He takes a sip of chamomile tea.
What?
Dr. Lee laughs.
Oh, nothing.
He keeps scrolling. His husband takes another sip of tea.
Just be careful next time you tell someone they look like they've seen a ghost.
His husband raises eyebrows at him. Interior, Jeff's living room, day. Ophelia sits on Jeff's couch on her phone. Death looks over her shoulder. Her phone dies. She coughs and looks around for a charger. Nothing. She spots Jeff's laptop on the side table. She turns it on, brings it to where he sits at his desk, and holds it out to him. He looks at her, confused, and removes his headphones.
What's your password? My phone died and I have to send a work email.
No, it's just
He reaches out and presses the space bar with his finger.
space.
Death scoffs.
Thanks.
Fucking Fort Knox up in this bitch.
Ophelia glares at her. She keeps glaring. Death raises her cigarette and shakes her head at her like, what?
Do you see Death?
Death is moderately alarmed. Jeff turns toward her.
What?
Ophelia, don't tell him. He's going to think you've lost your mind.
Ophelia stares at Death in defiance and looks right at her as she speaks.
Ever since I tried to kill myself, I see the Reaper. She's dressed all in black like a New Yorker. She smokes Newport Hundreds. She looks like Aubrey Plaza.
Jeff takes off his headphones. Death scoffs and glares back.
She follows me everywhere I go. She won't fucking shut up.
Oh, please. If I never bit my tongue, you'd never hear the end of me.
Ophelia smirks at her.
Is Aubrey in the room with us right now?
Hell yes. She's mad at me for talking about her.
Jeff gets out of his chair and walks over to the couch. Death takes a drag of her cigarette, maintaining eye contact with Ophelia.
Makes sense. Tyler Durden didn't want the narrator talking about him to Marla.
What?
Jeff sits next to her.
Get it? It's like gender flipped.
Ophelia blinks.
I got it. Very clever.
My therapist said she's not real.
Maybe I'm not.
This is Dr. Lee, right? You're still seeing him?
Right, but I've told Ellix about it too.
I'm not an it.
You know what I mean, the situation.
Jeff looks between Ophelia and where he imagines Death to be.
And Ellix said that she too sees Death.
You don't say.
Except hers is like a vaquero type, speaks to her in Spanish.
I see.
Y como conozcas que yo no hablo todas las lenguas del mundo.
But the point is, she's really been ruining my life.
What does your sponsor say?
I haven't told her. Besides Ellix and Dr. Lee, you're the third.
I'm honored.
You should be.
But I will say that she leaves us alone sometimes when we do step work.
Ooh, the Reaper?
Yeah, Death. She tells me... I just call her Death.
My real name, blow your brains out.
And she can't follow me into AA meetings.
That's interesting.
She left in tears when you sang us that song you wrote.
She liked that, did she?
I wouldn't say I liked it. I just respected its power.
She says she respected its power.
Even better.
Jeff looks at Ophelia. Ophelia looks at Death. Death looks at Jeff.
So what do you think?
What?
Is she real?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
How should I know?
I just mean, what do you think? Do I sound crazy?
I hate that word.
Look, I mean, I would be extremely concerned if this little hallucination of yours, if we're calling it that, were causing you to go on some schizophrenic quest or whatever. If you were just totally disconnected from reality, but like, how has this specter of death affected your behavior?
She told me to talk to you.
See, right there, great decisions right out of the gate.
The gates of hell, maybe.
She says the gates of hell, maybe.
Clever.
But I don't believe in hell.
But she doesn't believe in hell.
Of course not.
The point is...
She stops. She's not sure what the point is.
I mean, have you been making better decisions since you started seeing death?
Death dematerializes her cigarette and looks expectantly at Ophelia.
I'd say yes, absolutely.
Well, what does it matter if she's real or not? If she's helping you, then what's the problem?
I guess I never considered her as helping me.
Didn't Dr. Lee say you've been rebounding from your suicide attempt remarkably well?
Suppose so.
So couldn't this death thing have maybe had something to do with that?
I mean, she tells me to kill myself every night.
The lady doth protest too much, methinks.
I've thought about killing myself every night since I was 9. I don't need a self-projection of an elaborate alter ego to do that.
So you do think she's not real?
I didn't say that. I'm agnostic. I'm saying it doesn't matter.
Death materializes another cigarette and lights it, then points to Jeff with it while nodding.
As long as you make decisions you're proud of and can go to bed safe and sober every night, I'd say death can go fuck herself, real or not.
Okay. Thank you.
See why I told you to talk to him?
Part of your plan all along?
Death grins.
What? Talking to me?
Her inscrutability wanes with every passing day.
Jeff chuckles.
I won't screw your ability.
Always the quips with this one.
Ophelia laughs.
She says.
Sudden cut to interior Jeff's bedroom night. Ophelia watches Jeff sleep. She rolls over and watches Death watch them. They make eye contact.
Do you sleep?
Death takes a deep drag of her cigarette, inhaling through her teeth, exhales and looks at her.
No, I don't.
Ophelia pulls the covers more tightly over her neck. Death ashes her cigarette.
In fact, I'm quite jealous of you mortals for being able to do so.
Ophelia blinks slowly at her.
You'd like it.
Death smiles wistfully.
Why can't Jeff see you?
Death smirks.
Oh, he's not nearly as interesting as you and Ellix.
Ophelia squints at her incredulously and shakes her head slightly. Death takes an indulgent drag. Ophelia closes her eyes. Jeff snores. Death watches them sleep.
I will tell you why. So shall my anticipation prevent your discovery, and your secrecy to the king and queen moult no feather.
Interior, auditorium, evening. It's a packed house. Ellix is in full costume beneath the lights. Ophelia and Jeff sit together in the audience. Death is on stage directing Ellix, mouthing the words along to her as she speaks.
I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all custom of exercises. And indeed it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame the earth seems to me a sterile promontory, this most excellent canopy. The air, look you, this brave o'erhanging firmament, this majestical roof fretted with golden fire. Why, it appears no other thing to me than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, the fire alarm boy from before, look on. Death gestures Ellix to turn her eyes to the audience, steps out of the way, and lets her bring it home.
What a piece of work is man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god, the beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. And yet, to me,
Ophelia mouths her.
what is this quintessence of dust?
Death smiles.
Man delights not me. No, nor woman neither, though by your smiling you seem to say so.
Interior, auditorium, later. Ellix bows. The rest of the cast is lined up behind her. Ophelia and Jeff give a standing ovation, clapping and cheering. Ellix joins hands with the rest of the cast for the final curtain call. Interior, lobby, later. A crowd of people are bustling around, leaving the auditorium. Ophelia hugs Ellix.
My prince, you did great.
Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you.
Ophelia, Ellix, and Death stand in a triangle. All smiles. Jeff is dressed to the nines. Ophelia beckons Ellix to him.
Ellix, this is Jeff, my boyfriend.
Ellix holds out her hand.
It is excellent to meet you.
Jeff shakes her hand with both of his.
It is Ellixant to meet you.
Ellix points a finger gun at him.
I actually haven't heard that one before.
See, he's quick. I'm gonna go party with my cast. I'll see you later.
Of course.
They kiss. Namaste, Ellix.
Congratulations again. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Jeff leaves at last, just the three of them. Time to party. Interior bar night. Ophelia sits at the bar with her Shirley Temple. Death smokes beside her. Ellix dances up to them.
I need a cigarette. Come join me.
Ophelia and Death shuffle out after her. Exterior street night. Ellix lights a cigarette. She looks exactly like you would expect a drunken goth girl who just knocked out a Shakespearean play out of the park to look. She's squatting against the wall of the bar. She leans back and takes a drag. Death leans against the wall beside her, also smoking. Ophelia walks up next to them. Ellix holds out a pack of smokes to Ophelia.
No thanks, I don't smoke.
Never?
Tried once. Threw up. Never again.
Good for you.
Death and Ellix take a drag. Ophelia shivers.
This one got me hooked.
Death clicks her teeth and grins. Ophelia smiles, then stares into space.
My dad used to smoke. That one cigarette I tried, it was one of his. He caught me smoking it, and I asked him if he smoked, then why couldn't I?
Ellix and Death listen closely.
He stared into the distance for a while, really thought about it, and said it was all bullshit. He crushed his pack. I never saw him smoke again.
Ellix hashes her cigarette. Death flickers hers into the street. It dematerializes. She folds her arms.
Where are your parents now?
Ophelia takes a deep breath and smiles, wistfully.
They're dead.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thanks.
Ellix turns to Death.
How does that make you feel?
What do you mean?
I just wonder how it makes you feel when people mourn their parents.
Death materializes another cigarette, lights it, takes a drag.
There's some parts of my job I take no pleasure in.
Ellix turns back to Ophelia, raises her eyebrows, and points her cigarette at Death.
Classic Death. Classic answer.
She stands up, takes one more drag, drops her cigarette to the ground, and stops it out. The wind blows.
Was your brother named Laertes?
Ophelia laughs.
No, his name was Valentine.
Ellix smiles.
Rest in peace to Valentine, then.
Ophelia shivers, hugs her shoulders, and smiles.
For what it's worth, I'm proud of you. I know your family would be proud of you, too.
Ophelia tears up.
Thank you.
Ellix smiles. Death flicks her cigarette into the street.
Let's go back in. I'm not nearly drunk enough.
Ellix walks back into the bar. Match cut 2. Exterior street later. Ellix stumbles back out. Ophelia, stone cold sober, is helping her walk.
I am way too drunk.
Come on, sweetie. Let's get you home.
Fuck that, I live in Astoria. Can't I crash at your place?
Ophelia makes eye contact with Death. What should I do? Her eyes ask. Death shrugs.
Fine. Stand still. I need to let you go. I need to hail a cab.
Ellix sways. She pulls out a cigarette and lights it. Death approaches Ellix from behind, wraps her arms around her waist, rests her cheek against her back. Ophelia hails a cab. Interior Ophelia's entryway night. The three of them enter. Murphy howls.
Oh shit, I forgot to feed her.
Interior Ophelia's living room night. Ellix sits on Ophelia's couch. Ophelia brings her some water.
Here.
Ellix takes it.
Thanks.
Ophelia sits down next to her on the couch. Death sits in a chair across from them. Her left leg over her right, smoking a cigarette luxuriously.
You did good today.
Ellix smiles.
Thanks.
She puts the cup down and lies down in Ophelia's lap.
Hey now, I think it's time for you to get some sleep.
Ellix crawls towards Ophelia and tries to kiss her. Ophelia pushes her away softly.
Ellix, stop. No. Ellix, come on. Death is right there.
Ellix grins.
I love it when he watches.
Ellix drives in closer to Ophelia. Death French inhales. Her expression is inscrutable.
Ellix, no. I have a boyfriend. My career would be over. Plus, I'm not even sure I'm bisexual. Ellix, stop. Hey.
Ellix puts her hand on the back of Ophelia's neck. Ophelia slaps her.
Stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I slapped you, but you've got to stop.
Ellix's hand falls to Ophelia's clavicle. She looks down at Ophelia's breasts.
We see death.
Yes.
She looks up and gazes into Ophelia's eyes.
1 in 10,000, Ophelia. That's what less than a million means.
I know.
Shakespeare brought us together. Our stars are crossed.
Ellix, no. You're drunk. You're being dramatic.
No, I'll show you dramatic.
Ellix.
These often start with once upon a time, but you who spring eternal can't be caught with words like once and time. Such petty rhymes. You're from a place that time itself forgot. I dare say all the stars, the sun and moon, and all the ether twixt their light that lurks could never match your majesty. I swoon to simply see your dimples when you smirk. I hope that words can sway eternity, so I can bring us back to our past lives, when you and I were free to burn, you see, and nothing kept your lips closed when I dived. But soft my eyes, a perfect soul I've found. When waters rise, it's you in which I'll drown.
She leans in. They kiss. Ophelia keeps her eyes open and almost gives in for an instant, but pushes her off.
Ellix, holy shit. You earned that much. That's all you're getting out of me.
Ellix bites her own lower lip.
Shakespearean sonnet, of course. Did you write that?
Ellix closes her eyes, nods and smirks. Her head tilted down, she gazes up towards Ophelia.
Wrote it. Memorized it, in fact.
That was very good. A+. Full extra credit.
Ellix leans in to kiss her again, but Ophelia stops her.
Ellix, no. Listen to me. Listen to me.
She touches Ellix's cheek and puts her forehead to hers. If looks could impale Ophelia's gaze into Ellix's eyes, would leave her brains splattered all over the couch, and should die happily.
Listen to me.
Ellix meets her gaze and listens.
You deserve someone who will love you in an uncomplicated way. Someone who doesn't see death. Your dime bag, anyone can see that. I'm sure you've no shortage of suitors.
Ellix's eyes well up with tears. She looks away. Ophelia pulls her head away and strokes Ellix's hair.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm flattered. But what do you even like about me?
Ellix laughs. Ophelia smiles.
I guess I just like the way you told me to lie down.
Ophelia laughs. Ellix laughs. They laugh together.
Well, hey, I'm sure our friend here can hook you up with plenty of people who would love to tell you to lie down.
Ellix looks up at her.
Not like you.
Oh, sweetie. Come here.
They embrace. Ophelia kisses her forehead.
Get some sleep.
She pulls away, brushing Alex's hair. As she does so, Ophelia gets up and stands over her. Ellix rolls over, puts her arms over her head, and looks up at her.
I'll be here to nurse your hangover in the morning.
Ellix closes her eyes and smiles. She's really drunk. She already looks like she's ready to fall asleep. Ophelia turns to Death.
Take care of her tonight, okay?
Death smiles and ashes her cigarette.
I always do.
Interior, living room, soon after. Ophelia puts a blanket over Ellix, who's half asleep on her side.
Good night, Alex.
Good night, Ophelia.
Ophelia smiles. Ophelia takes a step towards the bedroom, then turns to regal Death.
Good night, Death.
Death just smiles. Ophelia walks away. Interior, bedroom, night. Ophelia undresses. Interior, living room, night. Death watches Ellix sleep. Ellix pulls the covers tight up to her neck. Interior, bedroom, night. Ophelia pulls the covers over herself, lies on her back, and stares up at the ceiling. Cut to black.
And that's what the third step is really all about.
Interior, Jeff's living room, day. Ophelia and Thalen sit on Jeff's couch, big books at the ready.
Made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood him. It says we made. We don't have to keep making it.
Right.
You know, when they founded this program 86 years ago in Akron, Ohio, it said, made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God. No, as we understood him. It wasn't until they came to New York that we as a city were collectively like, nuh-uh, a higher power of our understanding, please.
Ophelia sips her coffee.
Uh-huh.
Interior, Jeff's bedroom, day. Jeff sits in his dimly lit bedroom and types on his laptop. The lights from the monitor illuminate his face. He has wired earbuds in. Death walks across the room. Jeff takes out his earbuds.
Are you there?
Death stops.
Death?
Death turns to face him.
She said you leave her be when she does AA stuff, so I thought you might be in the room with me.
She sits down next to him. He laughs.
This is stupid. The idea that suicidality could be embodied in a ghost in human form.
It's more likely than you think.
I mean, what the fuck am I doing, right? Dating a girl who's possessed or hears voices or whatever. I mean, I did meet her in the psych ward, so I don't know what I expected.
Death lights her cigarette.
But you know how it is.
Death nods sagely.
That manic depressive pussy. It hits different. I don't blame you.
Jeff laughs again and shakes his head.
What the fuck am I doing?
He shuts his laptop.
Are you there?
I'm here.
Jeff turns to the seat next to him, but still doesn't look right at her.
I guess if you were there, I'd just have to ask,
Death stares at him, unblinkingly.
why did you take my mom?
Death blinks. Jeff rests his chin on his hand, fighting back tears.
I mean, she was the smartest, funniest person I've ever met. She had so much to live for.
He turns toward her. She looks right back at him.
So if my girlfriend really is being haunted by the angel of death, then I, for one, would just like to say, fuck you. I hope you rot away, unloved, in a hole.
Death takes a drag of her cigarette.
And when you take people, where do they go? Can you still talk to them?
No.
No, probably not.
Death puts her hand on Jeff's shoulder.
I just wish I could tell her not to listen to you.
She loved you very much.
Jeff wipes away a tear and lets out a sardonic chuckle.
Whatever. Fuck it, we all gotta die someday, right?
Death retracts her hand.
But I'll tell you what, if I ever do meet you face to face, I'm not going fucking quietly.
He puts in his earbuds, opens up his laptop. Death watches him.
Hardly anyone does.
Jeff gets back to work. He's typing away. Death stands up. She looms over him. She puts her cigarette in her left hand and places her right hand on Jeff's head. He keeps typing. Death watches him, retracts her hand, dematerializes her cigarette, keeps watching him. He keeps typing. She walks away and flips up her hoodie. He takes out his earbud, looks up and listens, alert. No, don't be ridiculous. He puts his earbud back in and gets back to work, illuminated by the lights of his laptop.
Which leads us to step 4.
Interior, Jeff's living room day. Phelan and Ophelia sit on Jeff's couch.
Made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. This one's a doozy. A lot of people get caught in the AA waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 4 was a big stumbling block for me. We'll take it easy.
Exterior, rooftop day. Death lights a cigarette on Jeff's rooftop and watches the sunset.
But like my sponsor loves to say, easy does it, but do it.
Death takes a drag and smiles. Interior, classroom day. The students are all leaving. Death sits among the seats with her feet propped up on a chair across from her, smoking a cigarette.
Wait, Ellix.
Ellix turns around. Ophelia beckons, "Come here," with the index finger. Ellix approaches.
Yes, Professor?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, same to you.
I have to admit, I almost had a heart attack when I saw you on my roster for spring.
How could I possibly miss a class on Shakespeare's women with the exalted Professor Chase?
She bats her eyes at Ophelia. Ophelia chuckles.
Please, we are way past flattery.
I don't think I ever will be.
You'll get there.
Ellix smiles towards the back of the classroom where Death lounges. Ophelia rolls her eyes.
I actually wanted to thank you.
For what?
You helped me realize something about myself.
What's that?
Ophelia leans forward conspiratorially.
I'm actually straight.
Ellix gasps.
I know.
Say it ain't so.
I know. The woke agenda puppet masters who control our society would be ashamed of me.
Death starts walking toward her.
You'll have to dedicate your thesis to them to make up for it.
Please, my dedication page already has your name all over it.
Jesus, you two, get a room.
Ellix and Ophelia smile at Death.
Well, in any case, I'll see you next week.
Now, classes follow Monday schedule next week. I'll see you in 2.
I await our reunion with bated breath.
She turns to walk away. She gets to the door.
For what it's worth, I was shipping you with her the whole time.
Ellix turns around and waits in the doorway.
Enjoy your day off. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Ellix winks at her. Excellent stage right.
No, you weren't. Were you?
Death shrugs and walks over to the whiteboard.
So when she leaves, are you also with her? Like, is Pedro Pascal striding alongside her, cigarette in hand, wisecracking in Spanish while you're here?
Don't think about it too hard.
Ophelia smiles. Death grabs an eraser and erases the whiteboard. Exterior street day. Ophelia leaves the building and takes her mask off. She and Death walk down the street. Death isn't smoking.
So, you're meeting with your sponsor?
Yeah, we usually get together on Tuesdays, so...
Okay, I'll leave you be.
Ophelia looks at her but keeps walking.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's kind of a busy day for me.
I'd imagine.
Death stops on the northeast corner and turns to face her.
Yep.
They stand facing each other. Ophelia adjusts her bag over the shoulder. Death sticks her hand in her pockets, looks down at the ground, then back up at Ophelia.
Well, I'll see you at home then.
She turns to leave.
Hey, Ophelia.
Ophelia turns around. Death materializes a rose and offers it to Ophelia with a flourish.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Ophelia beams.
A rose for me?
By any other name.
Ophelia takes the rose. She tucks it in her hair.
I shall cherish it always.
Death smirks.
Yeah, you'd better.
Ophelia smiles.
All right. Have a good day at work.
I will.
Have mercy on their souls.
I always do.
Death turns on her heel and crosses the street south. Ophelia watches her go. Death materializes a cigarette and lights it. Ophelia turns and crosses the street west. Interior living room day. A young Indian man sits playing an online multiplayer game. Death sits beside him in the form of a beautiful Indian woman in a white saree, smoking a cigarette as always, but this time they're caprice, as if she's discussing the weather.
Only 1 in 7 people who get hit by an MTA train die, and you'd hate to make everybody late.
His eyebrows twitch.
Maybe not your best option.
He zooms in with a scope. Boom. Headshot.
This building's only 4 stories tall.
He gets killed.
Probably not high enough.
He drops his controller in the car.
It's difficult, but not impossible to acquire a gun in the city.
He picks up his phone, starts scrolling TikTok.
We know your Uncle Rowan has one. You should call him and ask for it.
He opens his contacts, scrolls to Uncle Rohan. Links.
I'll tell you what to say.
He scrolls further. Dorian.
Oh, do not text her, babe.
He breaks into tears.
Aw.
He screams. Death stares at him unblinkingly. He holds his head in his hands and pulls at his hair. Death dematerializes her cigarette and puts her arm around him.
There. There's plenty of fish in the sea.
He gulps. He pulls himself together, turns off the TV, gets up, turns off the lights, crawls into bed, curls up in the fetal position. Death looms over him.
I'm here for you.
Under his breath,
I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna kill myself.
That's it. That's the spirit. Yes, you are, honey.
she climbs into his bed and embraces him, big spoon.
It's okay. It's okay.
She leans over and whispers right in his ear.
None of this will matter once you're dead.
He lets out a little sob.
It's okay. Shh. Go to sleep now.
She strokes his hair. He pulls the blanket over himself tighter.
I'll be here when you wake up.
She holds him tight as he falls asleep. Interior, subway car, evening. Ophelia sits in the horizontal seat of an orange and yellow subway car. There's almost no one else on the train, but her mask is still on properly. She's got her feet propped on the seat in front of her. She comes across a funny meme on her phone and chuckles. She turns to it.
Here, look at it.
But that isn't there. Ophelia blinks. She takes the rose out of her hair and closes her eyes and smells it. Interior, hallway, night. Ophelia unlocks her apartment door. Interior, living room, night. She walks in, the rose in her hair. Death turns to greet her. She's sitting on the couch smoking a cigarette.
Hey.
Hey.
Ophelia takes off her bag and her coat and her shoes. Death watches her. Ophelia smiles at her. Interior, Ophelia's kitchen, night. Ophelia walks into the kitchen, grabs a mason jar and fills it with water. Interior, Ophelia's living room, night. Ophelia walks to the couch. She places the mason jar down on the coffee table. The acoustic cover of Waiting for the Love by Princeton and Astrid's is playing.
Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo.
She puts her rose in the mason jar.
Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo.
She sits down next to Death.
Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo.
She puts her elbow on the back of the couch, rests her head in her hand, curls her leg up, and looks over at Death.
Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo.
So what should we get for dinner?
Death smiles. Ophelia smiles back.
Where there's a will, there's a way, kind of beautiful.
Cut to black on Will. Flirting with Death. Roll credits to hand-drawn images of the cast on a sepia background. And the main cast with Glamorous Death, Teenage Death, Elegant Death, showing all three of them in a triangle, and Aubrey Plaza as Death. She grins at the camera, cigarette in hand. At the 3 p.m. mark, we hear a record scratch. Stinger. Interior dressing room, day. Aubrey Plaza sits in her dressing room scrolling on her phone. An intern opens the door.
Aubrey, they're ready for you in 5 minutes.
Thanks.
The intern closes the door. Aubrey goes back to her phone. She glances up and to the right in annoyance.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of busy right now.
She cuffs. Cut to black. Roll traditional credits to the cover of One More Light by the One Voice Children's Choir. The end.
Woo!